Hello everyone, we are here for an educational trip and today is the day one of my trip and we visited the Experimenta Science Center. This Experimenta Science Center, it has 5 different sections, so we all visited these different sections. These are related to the mechanics experiments and some are sound experiments. One more section is related to the mathematical puzzles and one is optics section, and at the end we visited the nature section. So details of all these sections is provided by my colleagues. So the visit to this Experimenta Science Center, it is an enriching experience.
Today morning we visited GEDEE Experimenta Science Center. The first section we visited was the motion or mechanics section. In this section we have various working models based on mechanics and the principles of Newton's laws of motion, and various pendulum experiments are demonstrated here, which children find it very interesting, and the simple physics concepts have been explained in a more simpler manner, so that the children finds interesting and inquisitive. This applies for students of grade 6 to 12.
Hi everybody, we are at the Maths department of the Experimenta Science Center, Coimbatore. As we all know, Maths is one of the most difficult subjects for most of the children, and Maths phobia is very common among students. So this one place is a place wherein a student would never feel such phobia in life and will completely get eradicated from these. So here, the complex part of mathematics are dealt very simply with numerous activities and games. Like we have activity based on binomial distribution, activity on the concept of volume, concept of fraction, concepts on orthogonal projection, and there are numerous puzzles to solve based on the shapes, the geometrical shapes and the complications. And trust me, they are really brainstorming and very valuable. Last but not the least, activity in this room is the activity of the mind ball. So this exhibit, it measures the brain activity of the visitor based on the one who is more relaxed than the one who is concentrating at something. So the winner is ultimately declared on the one who is absolutely relaxed after performing all the puzzles and games and activity. And this is connected. The technology over here is through the brain, the ECG across, which is connected like with a sensor around the forehead. So that's how the frequencies are measured, and there are certain metrics on which the winner is declared.
Experimenta Science Center, that is optics. As we know, the basic, we are observing Crookes radiometer that is based on thermal transpiration. What happens that when the radiations falls on the metal surface, it absorbs energy and the bulb glows. Light and shadow. In physics, we have learned that when an opaque object falls between the path of the light, it forms shadow. Using that principles, we can find the monument's height, and using the basic proportionality theorem, that how we can find the height of the monuments by using simple concept of light and shadow. Luminescence, what happens that screen and some sensor is there and you can see times. Now whatever image has been captured, the frozen shadow, spikes will be generated because ferrofluid is used here using the solvent, and strong magnetic field lines, how much they are strong. For the kids, it's a funny game, and the pupil observation we can see here, that depends on that how much light it can allow. You can see that if The brightness of the eye increases, the size of the pupil shrinks, and when the intensity of light decreases, it expands. For shipping purpose, we use Fresnel lens. Laws of reflection and the number of images can be viewed, can be counted. That two plane mirrors are there, and we have different set of angles.
I'm standing in front of Illusion Zone from the GEDEE Museum at Coimbatore, and here more mirrors are here. This is a kaleidoscope, can see infinite images or countless images, we can say, that students can enjoy more. And next, the Moir pattern. Here if you see, the Moir pattern can explain the students through wave interference. So they will get more interest on the images also, different kind of images also they can see. They can drawing and some other practical also they can see this one, they will enjoy. And next, this is a striped mirror, and here it can be used in the morphing pattern. And next, the concave and convex mirror can show the different images, enlarge the images, and the 10th standard children, they can see the inverted images also can see or learn from through these mirrors. And next, a cylindrical mirror. Here both concave and convex mirror can be used. The children can learn many different size and shape of the images also. It's very much useful for the students.
Good afternoon, everyone. I am Fanita Jayabalan, Dtea LBN School. And, there are 5 different science zones are here. This is the sound zone. So, which were the activities were explained by Mrs. Kanimoli, science communicator. So, let us see the activities first. There are different activities are there. So, here the rain table, and the next is sound organ. So, here the concept of the sound is when the object size is small, then the pitch will be higher, and the object size is big, the pitch will be lower. This is the concept of the sound. So here the sound organ is similar to the xylophone. Okay, the length of the rods are different size, which create different sounds. Next is tubes to hear activity. Tubes to hear activity. Here you can see different metals with different length. Even though the metals are different, then the sound depends upon only the length of the metal. So the same concept is applied by this, the next activity, sound balls. Here the volume. So that one is the length, and here is the volume of the balls. So next we will move on to the hearing activity. So hearing ability, this is, so we can see. So so if I pull this one, so the sound will be, I can hear the sound of this sound. How much sound I can hear, the person can hear, that is the hearing ability of the particular person. So next we will move on to the laser harp. So this laser harp is used in the musical concert. Okay, so instead of string, they use the laser beam. So we can hear different sounds by using the laser beam. Thank you.
Morning all. It's a great pleasure to me. Today we have to visit Science Experimenta Center. In Science Experimenta Center is divided in many parts. Here we see different experiments based on the mechanics, optics, mathematics, nature, and many more. Now this is the 4th part of our visit, and here we visit about the nature section. In nature section we see about the different properties of the liquid and air. Here we see the adhesion and cohesion properties of the liquid. We see the different types of flow. So on the basis of that, students will easily understand the types of flow like turbulent flow and the streamlet flow. We see how the waves are produced, and the students will easily relate the motion of the waves. This is very beneficial for the students to understand the concept of the physics.
Good afternoon, everyone. It will be a great pleasure to immerse my pleasure to this GEDEE Museum. GEDEE Museum started by GEDEE Naidu sir in the year 1967. This museum has a rare collections of 1000 kg IBM computer, first generation mechanical handheld computer, Cultra, Menox camera, etc. Through this museum, students can learn about the great personality Sri GEDEE Naidu and his contribution towards the developments of science and technology, by which students will be mechanical towards, motivated towards the science and technology. Some of the great collections like razor, telephone, pens, clock, computer, printer, and how it evaluated from old to now, and they have from 1940 till now.
I am standing in GEDEE Car Museum. They are showcasing different models of cars, unique collection of cars like Rolls Royce, Benz, from ancient time to till today. That is from 1886 to 2010. GEDEE Naidu collected several collections for his patient and for teaching for others, and they have collected from different countries like Italy, France, Germany.
On behalf of my entire team, I would like to sincerely thank our DTA Secretary, Mr. Raju Ramaswamy, for his invaluable support and vision to make our educational trip a reality. His commitment to provide enriching learning experience allows us to explore scientific aspects in a practical and engaging manner. So he is a dreamer, and we are here to convert his dreams into reality. And definitely whatever knowledge we are acquiring here, we will be transferring it to our students. Thank you.